Alright, boys, I'll be right over there in 1 second. I was trying to add, you know, my fancy Superfractor bounty. So I've had a couple guys ask about it. So just in private, they've asked about, like, no one's been like, oh, what's the bounty? But that way it's tracked. It's always on every single screen. So if it gets hit, we know where it's at too. So I'm not trying to go back and look for it. Obviously anything /50 or less, which I'm sure we will have, but probably at least one card from the HTA case, I would hope. So we have that. List up there. I like to put YouTube next to my thing. Let me grab the KC2 boxes. They're literally right behind me. We do the pick your player. I'll probably have to. Well, Connor Griffin got taken. I hope it's a new guy, so hopefully, he's from Pittsburgh, so I'm assuming he's gonna pay. But I'm gonna start collecting payments at least on the bigger guys, or if you want to chip away at it on the bigger guys. Also, remember on the website, we do have an option for shot pay, which, if you get approved, you can split up into 4 payments, I believe, that are interest-free. I had to sign a contract with them pretty much saying that I'm not allowed to push it or use it as, like, we'll do this for 0 interest or whatever, because there's no guarantee, but you have to, like, explain it to them, too, so I'm not exactly sure how exactly they want me to explain it without explaining that it can be interest-free payments, but I think it's just so you don't try to be like, hey, you can afford $4,000 of stuff interest-free, and then you get approved and you don't pay your bill. Anyway, 6 boxes of HTA. Obviously, we have the 2 Hobby Jumbo Dumbos, whatever they're called now, since they switched the name of them. I did get a couple more hobby cases in, so as soon as they come in, I mean, I have some still, but as soon as the more come in for sure, I'll run a whole case of just hobbies. So I know some people are looking for that. Probably gonna. I might try to do. I've seen some people doing a snake draft. Like a snake draft, pick your card for an HTA case. So I might try that. I'd have to see what the price point can be on that. But nonetheless, we got 11 people in here, so we'll get rolling. Still don't have Cal because he's at the shop. Actually, this is what I want to do. My rolling table. If you're looking for more Bowman draft, I'm gonna get on Fanatics Live. Probably around like 10:30, maybe a little bit earlier. I'll hop on Fanatics Live. There is still a Gilded Collection mix up there. There is this same exact break with, I believe it's the same exact pricing. There might have been a couple teams shifted around since we adjusted pricing since day one, just since the Tigers don't fill for whatever reason. But either way, like I said, Superfractor bounty's up there for $700. No one's confused about it. Can be autographed, can be regular card, does not have to be the base or whatever you want to call it. So let's the base Superfractor. Papers, obviously, someone grabbed the paper spot, right? Or did no one grab it? Someone grabbed it, I believe. No one grabbed it, then I'll just keep the paper. But I think somebody... Oh, John Williams grabbed it this time. Both the paper spots are still open in the pick your player, too. If you're eyeing up a guy, like I said, I'm about to discount it. So if you have a guy, you can always give me an offer. We have Ryan Sloan here for the Mariners on the sky blue paper, 435 out of 499, first numbered card of the break. I mean, I wouldn't be against a Superfractor even if I got to pay out. I don't mind big hit. I'd like to be featured by Topps once in my life. I figured the Clemente Superfractor would get me featured by Topps, but Clemente must not be cool enough for Topps on the Gilded. I thought I might at least get a shout out. I ain't shit. Top said, no soup for you. No soup for you, my guy. Give me the good old Seinfeld soup kitchen love. Clearly that, oh, there we go. A little blue paper. Rodney Green. For the A's, 99 out of 150. Oh, come on. Let's go to Dan Carpenter, second break in the group. Welcome to the group, Dan. I appreciate you hopping in some Bowman draft. Like I said before, we're going to keep rolling a lot more Bowman. Seems to be a lot of people that just like to rip Bowman, so I'm going to try to keep... And then some of them like to then pivot off and rip some high-end stuff, so... I'm going to try to keep ripping Bowman to keep people around, since I'm like one of the few guys that's still left on Facebook that's actually ripping on Facebook. I know we rip on Fanatics Live as well, but that's always going to be secondary. I'm not going to ever get off Facebook unless they shut me down. If they give me the sports card nonsense treatment and try to close my group, I don't know if I'll be able to fight them like sports card nonsense did, just because they were such a big group. All right, let's get rolling into the Chrome here. We're going to have Pete Vargas, Teal, Valorio, Rodriguez, Parker Smith, Jaron DeBerry. Go to the Brewers. Sky Blue Chrome. That's going to go to Jacob Glickman. We're going to have a Cam and Eddie. One of my favorite, at least pitching prospects in the product. Great stuff on the Bowman Chrome toy there. We have Draylen, Ramirez, Flewelling, Mitchell, Tibbs, Culpepper, Harlan, Casey, Cook. And then we're going to have a Hagen Smith for the White Sox going to Caleb Ward. He said, come on, man, when we ran the first break, keep some Hagen Smith and White Sox for me, because there was 3 White Sox in the first break, and we stay hot on the green. Jeff only hangs out now. He doesn't support me anymore. Damn Astros fan. Only breaker and guy that defends the hell out of Astros for him can't give me no love anymore. I know there's at least one guy in the pick your player you want to pick, Jeff. Over here lurking. We got Kurtz. Brock Wilkin was breaking earlier today, I think, on Whatnot. Neighbors and Auger. Ain't big enough yet, boys, to get a professional to break with me. We have Vladdy Guerrero, Salas, Shaw, Baez, Albertus, Roman Anthony, Braden Montgomery on the refractor, Ryan Clifford, Sterling, Nori, Savage, Moore, Toole, Spikerman, and we have Carson Benj. Benj. On the green for the Mets. One of their better prospects, since we got Braden Montgomery, J.D. Dix, Zeal, Harry Ford, Martin, Farmello, Knowles, Wentworth, Radney. We have Josh Kuroda Grauer. Color match for the A's. We have Santana. We have Jason DeBerry, De Los Santos, Bonemere, Steven Kuroda Grauer, King, and Antonaki, Hernandez, Carter Matheson. Maybe CJ Lou should have paid for his spot. JJ gets on the board in his infamous return to breaks. Although I feel like if he gets breaks, he's kind of like low-key committed to me because he married my sister. So if not, I'll just go beat his ass. Nick Kurtz, if anybody needs anything pool table-wise, he play billiards, especially if we're in the East Coast, let him know. He'll probably even go to the Midwest, depending on if you get a high-end table or not. But JJ runs a small business, Ty Southaseni. He's one of the best guys in probably the country when it comes to billiards tables, repairing them, fixing them, making them. Carries high-end, not low-end. He carries lower-priced quality tables, as well as he carries high-end stuff that he'll deliver all over the country. We have Ariel Armis, so if you're into billiards or play pool or whatever, or need anything maybe fixed with your table, I'm sure he can at least We have Ariel Armis for the Cubs. At the very least, can help you find somebody in your local area that's worth a shit. But if not, he might even do it himself. We have Aiden Miller, Trimble, Trey Morgan, Farrer, Serrano, May, Wright, and Bazana. Cash Mayfield got an absolute cannon. There we go. This is my boy right here, Connor Griffin. 24 out of 99. He's going to be Walker Jenkins 2.0 right here. Plasma power. Tell him if you're not nice to his mommy that Uncle Joey has to come beat you up. We have Taylor Basala, Asensio Perdomo, Major Langevin Welch, Ryan Johnson on the sky blue chrome for the Angels. And go to Chris in his first break. We have Tibbs, Seaver King, Hurtado, Neely, Trimble, Salson, Sene, DeBerry, Johnson, Cecil, and we have Eddie Reinders, I believe, actually. 14 out of 50. So I don't see him as a sleeper, even as a Pirates fan. This is going to Brady Guthrie. Let me know if you want me to get it graded. But I do know that Filthbaum and I believe Kyle Walter sees him as a sleeper. I think he's okay. Like, I think he could be very good. I just have not as much faith in the Pirates organization to develop him as maybe some others do. We have Benji, and that's only because I'm a Pirates fan. We have Cranton, and we're just self-deprecating at this point. Kent, Max Clark, DePaula, Namala, Hope, Porter, Rushing, Guanapa, Vladdy Guerrero on the Lunar. We have Titus Sissel, Romeo, Montgomery, Sloan, Cosart, J.D. Dix, Montgomery, Kurtz, Draylen. We have Morales, Ryan Johnson, and Paulino Santana. Which, by the way, if you're in here... No, not Brandon. I need to talk to Sean. I was going to say, your Paulino came back. Your Paulino, and I think you sent another Ranger. I don't know. They hated the Rangers when I sent them the stuff for PSA. They got 9s. Which, I mean, a 9 isn't terrible, but... 9's not what a 9 used to be, unfortunately. And Bowman, it might be okay. Oh, this is thin. Who's Redemption? No, maybe just be 3 packs. 3 cards are just so thin. There might have been a Redemption in there. We have Cole Messina for the Rockies. That's going to go to Michael Skornick. I have Jason DeBerry. Jaron DeBerry. Green Lava. 2 out of 99 for the Brewers. And Jason. And then we're going to have the Red Sox pitcher, Peyton Tolley. Is this the guy they said looks like Chris Sale? Yeah, this is the guy that looks. They said his release looks like Chris Sale. Whenever he pitches, he hides the ball really well. Kind of has like that weird 4 or 3/4 or 4/3. That he's running a 4-3 defense. No, the 3/4 release that he kind of crosses over his body and hides the ball really well, like Chris Sale does. I think they just used the Chris Sale comparison because even though Sale was drafted by the White Sox, he obviously pitched for the Red Sox for a long time. We have Casey Sackey, one of the White Sox. Cole Mathis for the Cubs. Ain't this some poetic justice right here? Dante Nori, 35 out of 150 on the HTA choice. Going to the Phillies. Yeah, so I found out a date for the shop. They moved it to February. So I guess I mean, it is Christmas time-ish, I guess, but the government's taking forever. Taking for absolute ever to get the permits done, so they haven't been able to like do any of actual like construction part of it. So it won't be until actually, this is gonna be a nice box right here. For the Nationals, Seaver King. Oh man, it's all around a good box. Even the middle guy's a good guy. I knew the first guy was good. I knew this last guy is good. We have Seaver King on the green, gonna go to the Nationals. It's gonna go to Brandon. Nice hit there. Then we're gonna have my boy Cash Mayfield, one of the better pitchers in the draft. A lot of people have him as a sleeper type of guy. I like the big lefty they got instead, the one that's compared to Randy Johnson's big ass. It's like 6'8", but. And then we're gonna get Braden Montgomery for the Red Sox going to Jason. Overall, just a good HTA box. Get a Seaver King and a Montgomery. Good old Casey Sackey. I said to pick your player if you're eyeing a guy up. Let me know. We can probably work something out. If you're eyeing a couple guys up, definitely let me know and we'll work something out. As for any of the bigger guys, if you're looking at the bigger guys, let me know. If not, what I'm going to do, I'm going to serialize them off. It's becoming a pretty common thing in Filth Bomb and in East West on Fanatics Live. And the way it works is essentially the player ends up being broken down into 10 spots. So let's say, we'll say it's, well, I guess Connor Griffin's taken, but Connor Griffin was one of the big guys. So what would happen is it's serialized. You would get a 0 through 9, and everybody would just split up the price. I'd randomize your pick. And you would get assigned a serial, so like this would have went to like serial number 4 because it's out of 24. And then you would get that card, and I would take all the base or the base first and the refractor first and just divide them equally among everybody. If there wasn't 10 refractors, which probably in 2 cases you're probably not going to get 10 refractors, I'd random the refractors among the 10 spots for each of the serialized numbers. We have Jacob Cosart here for the Guardians. 296 out of 499. I would assume we get a relatively an even number of base. Which I know you're not buying in to serialize a guy or one of the big guys for. There has not been any reds yet, I don't think. No reds yet. But we still have half the break left, so. I was just explaining while I was opening this what like serializing a bigger player is. That way, when it happens, people kind of know. Because it seems to be becoming a more and more popular practice in the, well, I guess some of the bigger, like the really big guys like Filth Bomb, or I guess I guess East West does a lot of product. I don't know if they're necessarily this close to the size of Filth Bomb, but they seem to be serializing a lot of guys when they do like their 10 case pick your players and stuff like that. So we can try it and see how it works. Obviously, we have 3 of the 6 really big guys taken in the pick your player, which is nice to serialize a bunch of guys. And the Boston's main chase is also taken, Braden Montgomery. We have Aiden Smith. She got traded from Seattle. Part of that Rosarena trade. Him and Morel made his way down to the Rays too, but that's not part of the same trade. We have Valdez, Harvey, Keyshaw, Walker Jenkins, Guerrero. We have Dylan Cruz on the action figure joint. I can't think of what they're called right now, but they're like one per hobby box. They're not like super super rare. They're just a die cut. And anytime there's a die cut, I try to just almost top load it if it's an insert, because if they're not like super. I mean, even if they're, unless they're like the ones that were in what Finest, there's like a ton of them, or Cosmic, those just get sleeved. But just because the die cuts can get damaged even in a sleeve. We have Bowman, Aiden Smith, Beam, Dakota Jordan, Eden, Karan, Diaz. We have Holiday, Ty, Southseni. Go to the Cubs and Phillip Lemons on the Blue Wave out of 150. And what do you mean by raffle tickets, Billy? We have Max Clark, Mayfield, Lugo, Herrera, Joseph, Cruz, Alsop, Massey, Eldridge, Lugo, Ryan Waldschmidt, Fasana on the refractor, Eldridge, Holman, Burkholter, Santucci, Gillen, Griffin, Carter. We have Hagen Smith again, 65 out of 75 on the yellow lunar. Yellow moonbeam of disaster. We have Chase Burns, Ferrer, Massey, Taylor, Morgan, Cruz, De Los Santos, Santana, Romeo, Ty Southsending on the light blue chrome. I'm going to look up some of the guys' names I know how to say and see if I can find someone announcing them in college. Oh, it's like a... Yeah, the 1 out of 10 knows how I explained it, right? Like if it's like if this is number 24, like whoever got number 4 would get the card, right? Or did I misunderstand how when I was in there the other day and Dan was trying to explain to somebody, did I misunderstand how he was explaining? We got Connor Griffin, Antonaki, Keyshaw, Sirota, DeMartini, Green, Snyder, and Shojin. So that's how it works, right, Billy? Oh, okay, I was just making sure I understood. Sojanaga. We have Bagwell. Nice hit for the Cubbies. Cam Smith. Arkansas. Arkansas. Oh, no, he's a Florida State guy. I thought he went to Arkansas. Am I getting confused with somebody else? Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure I wasn't losing my mind. We have Connor Griffin, Johnny King, Harvey, Sanchez, Bellenson, Zeal. Now I'm confused who I got confused with. Cam Smith. I thought for sure he went to Arkansas. I guess he went to Florida State. Maroonish jerseys, the same. Or scarlet, whatever they are. Scarlet or burgundy. Wilkin, Ramirez, Cole Mathis, 115 out of 125. Going to the Cubs. Heavy in the Cubs in this box. We have Intune, Braden Montgomery, Carota, Grauer, Valdez, Sheffa Felbein, Anderson, Cortez, Dowdy, O'Farrell, Rayner, Smith, Moore, Steven, and Curly Martha. We have Dana, Morales, Baez, De Los Santos, Emerson, Mick Abel. Mick Abel again, because this is we went double Mick Abels. Benji. We have Cozart, Bellenson, Miller, Luciano, Campos, Parker, Kazi, Cunningham, Dakota Jordan for the Giants. That's going to go to James Gustin. One of the guys I really like as a sleeper. Got Brock Wilkin, Sloan, Sanchez, Kent, Hurtado, Celestin, Lombard Jr., Serna, Candioti, Tanner Jones, Brooks Auger for the Dodgers on the Lunar. Yeah, that's what I thought, Billy, was that's how it worked. I just want to make sure I wasn't losing my mind there. We have Nick Montgomery and Pablo Guerrero. Saki, Mathis, Thomas, Burke, Bain, Chase Burns. Have the final draft Walker Jenkins. I'm assuming this is some sort of case hit. A rare insert because we haven't seen it. Nachi. Antonacci, is that okay? Well, you know what, dude, I'm not Italian. Get off me. Don't just fucking wise guy over here. Bazana, Hernandez, Jenkins. You're lucky Deanna Frio ain't in the group anymore. I don't take care of you. I think only Austin probably knows who Deanna Frio is. Okay, so there you go. He gets on the hit board for the Twins. Walker Jenkins just looks like a hoss, man. Looks like he got big head, like just big body frame. His numbers are nasty in the minors, too. It's ridiculous. Got my boy Ty S. for the Cubs and Phillip Lemons. Got Chris Cortez. Also for the pick your player, I'll add $500 to the Superfractor bounty since it's 5 cases. We have Ivan Luciano on the green lava. Gonna go to the Diamondbacks. Just so you guys know when we do get it filled in, Robbie. I didn't know you were in here, Mike. When the hell did you ever watch breaks, buddy? Literally after the break, Mike's going to be hitting up JJ about Dante Nori. Be like, hey, man, you want any pirate stuff for Dante Nori? I'm just, oh, baby. Another good pack, man. Big old Crackalack and Jack here. Jack Caglianon. Going to the Royals, and that's going to Doug. Now Doug's not going to be in any more fucking breaks. Doug, I cannot pull you big cards early on anymore. Did it in Bowman, and you disappeared on me. I'm going to have to pocket this one until a week from now. Just 92 out of 99 on the green lava. Big hit there, buddy. Congratulations. We have Cam Caminetti on the base, going to the Braves. And that's going to be Don Carey, which is their big chase. And then we have Trey Yesavage, which he has nasty stuff. If he can figure out his control issues, 81 out of 150 on the HTA choice. He's going to be a problem to deal with too. Going to BJ Williams in this first break in the group. He said he was a lurker and finally decided not to be a lurker anymore. Yo, if you open up in the player break, Doug, I am reporting you to the damn scammer group. We have Ty S on the HTA choice, because that'd be some grimy shit. Not actually, but like actually. Like, I wouldn't report you to the scammers group, but it would be grimy, and that's just me being honest. We have Ty S on the HTA choice. We have Brandon Neely on the green lava. Only because I know there was one other guy that would have taken him for sure, and I don't know if he would take him now because he might have went somewhere else. We have Brandon Neely for the Red Sox on the green lava. Then we have Griff O'Farrell for the Orioles. And John Starlipper. Yeah, John Starlipper. Liper? Is your name Lipper? I'm assuming it's Liper. Could be wrong on that. I've pronounced Austin's name wrong for forever because he didn't want to have a real German last name. He wanted to have we Americanized that bad boy. All right, let's get into the hits for the break. Congratulations to everybody that hit. For those that didn't, hopefully you have better luck next time. We're going to have back-to-back Jack C's in breaks. That's pretty nasty, though. We have Brooks Auger. That just means that the 5-caser is going to have at least 2 of them in there. All the Dakota people are Twins fans, and I'd much rather you guys be Twins fans than White Sox fans. We're going to have Auger on the Dodgers. We have Mathis on the Aqua Lunar. We have South Sene, how do you say his name? Light Blue Chrome. We have Hagen Smith on the yellow. Dylan Cruz on the toy action figure thing. We have Jacob Cosart on the light blue paper. Vladdy Guerrero on the Lunar. Ryan Johnson on the sky blue chrome. Sloan on the sky blue paper. We have Cam Caminetti on the action figure insert. DeBerry on the sky blue chrome. We have Griffin O'Farrell, which actually I kind of like the guy. I have full faith in the Orioles farm system, like to develop guys. They've done really good at developing guys. Oh yeah, Doug and Austin know each other. Doug was at Austin's wedding. I'm pretty sure him and Jeff Stoltenberg. I think him and Jeff work together. We have Ty S on the HTA Choice autograph. We have Chris Cortez for the Angels. Ty S on the base. We have Dakota Jordan on the base autograph. Cash Mayfield on the base. Cole Mathis and Casey Saki. Let me know about the Rinders. We're going to have Brandon Neely on the green lava. Ivan Luciano on the green lava. Ty S on... Man, there's a lot of Ty S in this. There was 3 Ty S autographs. Blue Wave. We have Jaron DeBerry on the green lava. Carson Bengi on the green. I said his name about 8 different ways. I'll figure it out. We have Peyton Tolley. Seaver King on the green, which is a big hit. Josh Kuroda Grauer. We have Cam Smith on the base. We have Ariel Armas on the Aqua Wave. Cam Caminetti on the base. We have Cole Messina on the base. Rodney Green on the blue paper. We have Walker Jenkins on the rare hit. Trey Savage on the HTA Choice. We have Connor Griffin on the green out of 99. Eddie Rinders on the gold out of 50. Braden Montgomery on the base. Hagen Smith on the green. We have Dante Nori on the HTA Choice. Carter Matheson on the base. And Jack Caglianon on the green lava. And that's going to be the break, guys. I appreciate y'all as always. But Doug was at your wedding too, right? Like, I'm not mistaken by that. I thought Doug was the one that sent me a picture of your wedding and not Jeff. But it could have been Jeff. Appreciate y'all as always. Like I said, we got the pick your player up. I guess Jack C might be open, might not be open. I'm not really sure. I don't know how serious or not serious to take Doug on that comment. There you go. I knew there was a big prospect from Arkansas. That's Hagen Smith. It wasn't Cam Smith. Look, man, I was gonna say the same guy. Not same guy, same name, which is why I got them confused. That makes more sense. But I appreciate y'all as always. You guys have a good night. Be safe. I'll go on Fanatics Live. I'm assuming the Pick Your Players not going to fill in like the next hour. If you want to get in another break, same exact format, or just hang out on Fanatics Live, I'll be there on there for most of the night. There is also a Gilded Collection mixer that's up on there. It's, I believe, 2 Logo Fractor, 2 Chrome Update Hobbies, and a Gilded Collection, I believe, is what that break is. So a little bit of a small mixer, but it's well priced. Appreciate y'all as always, man. You guys have a good night, and I'll have some more Bowman draft tomorrow. Definitely do a pick your team. And I'm gonna figure out a way to do a random. I do have some super jumbos coming. My plan is to do one super jumbo with 2 HTAs, which will be about 11 autographs for around $75, give or take. I got to do some math on it. I think it'd be right around $75 per team. I know that Billy suggested random divisions. I can put up a poll and see if people are interested in random divisions. I'm not just going to throw it up because of the cost that it's going to be. That I don't want people to throw it up and then like we only get 3 people that are interested into it. I do know that Joe Hernandez might be interested in it. Because I know he's talking to me about some options like that as well. So we'll see. But I'll put up a poll for that tomorrow about the random divisions, Billy, and see if we can get 6 guys to do it. I'll throw it up. I'll even put the price whenever I put it the poll. If we get 6 guys and they'll commit to it, I might not even throw it the break. We can just go live and run it, to be honest. We can randomize and then run it. Or throw it up, randomize, and give you guys a second to trade and then run it, to be honest. Like, that's how much I am about doing it, as long as we can do it for the right price. Thought about the snake draft thing, too. I don't know if people get interested in, like, a full case of HTA snake draft. Where it's just pretty much we'll open all the boxes. We could either do where you get 2 cards or you get 1 card. We could probably 2 cards might be better, but it might be a little bit too cost prohibitive for some people. But all 18 autographs, or even just do a draft where you just go 1 by 1, like you would just draft the play, like whatever it is. If I'm obviously in this one, like Jack C would be the first pick, but there would have been like 4, 5, 6 cards, where most people probably would have been up on what they paid per spot. So we can figure out some stuff to get some other stuff moving that's just not the same pick your team over and over again. But I appreciate y'all as always. You guys have a good night. Be safe. I'll